sweet as apple juice. Talking trophies, I didn't grab the few. Can't match this attitude. I wear my heart on my sleeve, please. I move like the wind, can't catch this breeze, freeze. Stop you in your tracks, there's not no preseason. We seeking W's like Tupac used to throw up. Forget it, might as well forfeit. Your team shouldn't even show up. What you wanna be when you grow up? They used to ask me. Naturally, I chose an athlete. Competition never matched me. We ain't go together like camouflage and polka dots. Focus on your position, just know your spot. Sure, don't stop. It's a long season. They planning on winning for the wrong reasons. Trying to get my number retired. Can't let these frauds beat us. I figured out the recipe. Never let opponents get the best of me. I'm focused on my legacy.
Big chips, man, I need that. Hustle hard on the job, you can see that. On my hit is real good, we don't need your feedback. They clear the way with my crew coming through. What I do? Lace up the shoes, chase W's. What I do? Lace up the shoes, chase W's. Now what I do? Lace up the shoes, chase W's. Yeah. The beats, leave it in the street, case on the news.
Big numbers, 100-minute bag, that's a big number. Big numbers, whole team counted, that's a big number.
Hey, foreign cars, foreign seats with the foreign leather. Foreign number, put the card in the ATM in the sad era. Yeah, flex mode, this ain't Southwest, this a jet. I ain't gotta shut the cell off, cause the iPhone don't got a jet mode. Bad need pesto. If you wanna come, let's go. We ain't going nowhere special. I just wanna see more Modesto. Hit your throw and I'ma catch those. Mexican, I make pesos. Hit your sauce, I'll replace those. Number save, no name though. We need more, tell them we need more. Putting numbers on the board, let them keep a score. Hey, 16 cars in my front yard. Hey, 30 on my wrist, bullet point to God.
Big numbers, 100-minute bag, that's a big number. Big numbers, whole team counted, that's a big number.
Yeah, wrist man, check the wrist man, got him hot. Ay, man can't ball like this, man. Lord, past the pig skin when he stretch a distance. I'm talking a few 100,000 yards, you just on your 5th grand. Run it up, count it up. Ay, hundreds and 50s and 20s, no 5s and no singles, don't count on them. Ay, she want it like me cause her blame, she can't count on him. She try to be nosy and hit up my ex, she like, girl, you can count on him.
Hey, we need more, tell them we need more. Putting numbers on the board, let them keep a score. Hey, 16 cars in my front yard. Hey, 30 on my wrist, bullet point to God.
Big numbers, 100-minute bag, that's a big number. Big numbers.
Nightfall in Minneapolis in December usually spells freezing temps, and that is precisely the case outside these walls. But we are a comfortable 72 degrees inside U.S. Bank Stadium. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Tampa Bay Buccaneers and the Minnesota Vikings. Two teams trying to stake their claim to postseason football. Week 14 of the NFL is underway. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line.
Let's go!
Hey, Mike 52, Mike 52. I'm trying to collect. Check now, 85, pass 85. Shoot.
Nyheim Hines, his first carry. This will be a short gain of 3 before he's brought down at the 22.
Defensively here, you're facing a top-5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20, because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored gives yourself you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
Let's get off the field, D. Let's get off the field, D.
They'll run on first down. Hines. 10 yards there, and a Buccaneer first down. Another fine carry from the NFL's rushing leader, and quarterbacks typically dominating the MVP balloting, but I think you got to give this guy serious consideration, don't you?
I agree totally. I mean, he's leading the league in rushing, and let's face it, partner, the running back renaissance in the NFL, it's real, and it's really helping teams along the way. He's a prime example. Got to give him strong consideration for MVP talk.
Throwing now is Allen, and they will set up shop in enemy territory at the 42-yard line. Well, certainly not how he wanted to start his night. First throw of the game, an INT.
Yeah, it's not easy, but he's got to try and wipe that one away from the memory banks. And let's face it, it's not often a quarterback and a defensive back have a lot in common. But one thing, because they have these individual-type plays, they've got to have short memories, don't they? DB gets beat, wipe it away, quarterback throws a pick, has to do the same thing.
Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
Here we go. Watch the pass. H3, 218. Chopper. Ready, go.
We gotta wedge that, huh? I'm coming.
Seam 6. Okay.
41's the mic. Check.
2nd and 9 now. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down. The turnover put them in great field position. They don't want to squander it with 3rd down coming up.
No, not at all. And you know what else you do? You make your defense mad.
Yeah.
They got you the football, gave you a great opportunity. You got to cash in and get some points.
If they want a first, they need to get the football to the 32 here on 3rd down.
Here I come. Watch twitch. Rock it. Ready, go. Let's go.
Defenders giving chase, but I don't think they're going to get there. Touchdown, Vikings. As his guys are in for 6. As his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. And there they got him the ball. Just get it to him, let him do the rest.
You know, he probably said that to his quarterback as he broke the huddle. I like the play call. Just get it to me. I'll take care of the rest of it.
Helping out his rack, right? RAC?
Run after catch, and he loves that, and he's going to carry that in at contract time.
Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
Let's go, baby. Let's go. The Bucs take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. On the ground, this is Derrick Henry. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. The excellent play last time is followed by a much more routine gain of 3.
And that's one of the reasons you like to blitz even on rundowns. It confuses the blocking assignments. It doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get up to the 2nd level.
Now a give right side. It's Hines trying to run inside, but nothing there. No gain on the play, and it's going to bring up a third down. In need of a conversion on third down. They had the big play to start the drive, not much sense. On third down, it's Hines, and he is into the end zone, and the touchdown record is now all his.
But they decided to run it in and got it done on 3rd and goal. A lot of times, that's a passing play.
And the kicker, this has to come out for the PAT. He can breathe a sigh of relief as well, right?
Although I don't know if he's really breathing a sigh of relief. I think he likes to put 3 points on his ledger.
This will be taken about the 12. And not a particularly good return here as they'll be forced to start at the 12-yard line. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive.
Switch it. Come on, switch it. Yep.
Here's Cook as they begin on the ground. And not much here as he'll get it to the 11, maybe the 12-yard line. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Watch Mike. Yep. Jet. Let up.
They'll set up to throw. Pressure gets to him, and down he goes. Back at the 4-yard line.
Well, competition comes up in so many different ways. And right now, this unit, their competition is who's going to get to the quarterback the most times. Had about 5 sacks last week, and we just saw their first one of this game.
After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
You better be ready. Squeeze, get in there. Kill. Twin, see it. On. Check 25. Alert flare. Check. Go.
No run call here. They'll look to throw instead. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 24.
Well, it's 3rd and long, and you've got a few different ways to play it offensively. But this is not the type of offense that's going to wave the white flag. They're going to keep chucking it. And this time, it results in an interception.
Right there, 54 miles. Get that quarterback.
On 1st down, Hines. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on 1st down. So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the 1st down run goes backwards. And he's into the end zone for a Tampa Bay touchdown. Nyheim Hines with his 2nd touchdown in this opening quarter as the Buccaneers tack on to their lead. And a pair of rushing touchdowns now for him in the 1st quarter.
And I'm liking what I'm seeing from his big guys up front because they're winning the leverage game. How many times we talk about low man wins, right? Move the defensive front aside, create those gaps and holes. He's found his way through them for 2 touchdowns.
And after both of those touchdowns, he went right up to that O-line and hit each of them on the helmet. He recognized
That's a smart man. You know what else he should do? If this continues, take them all to dinner.
Now after the touchdown, here's Gonzalez on to kick it away. This is taken just shy of the 10 here.
Let's go.
At their own 34-yard line.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway.
Watch safety green.
They start the drive with Cook, and he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. A loss of 2 there, 2nd down.
61.
And now the Bucs deciding to take a timeout defensively. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter.
Come on, set. 18 Gator. Alpha.
Check 59. Mike is 59. Mike the 50.
Here we go on 2nd and 12. And he floated one out there incomplete. By the way, I got to apologize because I just realized for about the last 4 or 5 plays, I'm eking over into your territory up here in the booth. My bad. I'm going to get back over to my spot.
Yeah, we're not talking about our on-air commentary. I mean, what is all this extra paper? I mean, this is unusual for you.
My bad.
Normally you run a really tight ship. What's going on here?
Just like that incomplete pass, I'm going to try to tighten things up here for this next play. Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete.
Well, nearly another interception there. That would have been 2 drives in a row with a pick. He's got to start taking care of the ball way better than what we're seeing.
Interestingly, that throw was probably worse than the one he threw the interception on last drive, but fell incomplete. This is taken around the 12. That's going to go in the books as a 55-yard punt. Well done. And the Bucs will get ready to go on offense. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline. Because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6 at the 24-yard line.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. After 1, 14-6 our score on EA Sports.
14, Vikings 6.
They'll come up 2nd and 6 now from the 24. Henry running right. Looking to find a lane, but he can't. Reined in at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
No gain on the play. Brings up 3rd down.
An extra defender in the secondary for the Vikings here on 3rd down. On play action, Allen. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
What a nice read and play by the defensive tackle. Never bought the play action fake. Went right for the quarterback and put him on the ground.
Here comes the Buccaneers punter now, standing just about on his own goal line. This is away and a very good kick, angled for the sidelines. So out of bounds on the punt, and the spot will be, the side judge says, right at the 35-yard line here. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you've called before, realize it hasn't worked so well, and maybe you try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
It'll wind up being a loss of 2. And just like that, it's 3rd down.
Here we go. 15 line, It's going to be a long day. Showing that. You go tight. General, West, you go tight right there. Go. Motion. Man. Shift. Ready, go.
Looking to throw. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 38, and the return comes to a halt right at the 44-yard line. You don't see this often. A quarterback of his caliber, 2 first-half interceptions.
It's absolutely surprising because it happens so rarely. You're searching for what reason, what's going on out there. It's not just maybe the defense is playing well. Is his horoscope off? His biorhythms? What is it?
You went horoscope on us, David.
Well, I was thinking maybe REM sleep was off. I'm trying to come up with something.
Anything, right? And he'll be brought down at the 50 after a gain of about 5.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Now it's Hines. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. 7 yards there and a first down.
Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral. Also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
A first down carry for Henry. And to the 36-yard line, taken down there after getting 8 yards.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
They run with Hines. And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line.
Not too many more ideal situations in 2nd and 2 in order to try and pick up a first down. They ran it and picked it up.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
X3, 218, chopper.
Check safety.
And now the Vikings are going to stop it here on defense with a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter.
Right there. 54.
Alert! Watch the run. Check 13.
This is Hines. He's got a first down and much more inside the 20. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Nyheim Hines on his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns as the Buccaneers tack on to their lead. Gonzalez able to tack on the PAT. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Now after the touchdown, here's Gonzalez on to kick it away. This is taken near the 13. Then he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. First down, here's the run with Cook. And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of 6, and it'll set him back for 2nd down. A reminder coming up just a few minutes from now, we'll send you to Jonathan Coachman and our crew in Orlando. Coach will have a look back at some of the stats and scores from yesterday's action.
Red, 50, lane. 6-man. Check curls, check curls, check curls. Orbit.
Check 59. Mike is 59. Mike the 59. I'm scared. 59 Mike.
Second and long. And he will find his man on the end route. Complete. And he'll go down at the 26 following a gain of 6. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a third down.
Brings up 3rd and 10.
Zoom, fellas, let's go. Ready, go.
Back to throw. Dancing to his left. And that will be incomplete.
Well, it's looking like another 3 and out here, and at some point, got to be able to put together a drive to keep your defense from having to go right back out on the field. I feel like things are starting to unravel a little bit, and we're not even at halftime.
The Vikings send out their punter as he'll kick it away for the second time. $12 yards on the return that time, and that will come the offense as they take over.
At their own 33-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And now consider the lead. The question is, how much is good enough? Are you going for more?
It's the NFL. There's never enough, I believe, because they get reeled in all the time when you sit on the ball. I think that they will try to move the ball downfield, try and squeeze a few more points out of this first half. They'll be careful. They'll be a little bit cautious at times, but also they will attack downfield and try and get position for at least 3 points.
They'll run on first down. It's Hines. The Bucs forced to use their third and final timeout as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half.
Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 47-yard line.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
Watch the screen. Pass. Slam, slam, slam.
Hey, home. Sub. Hey, Echo.
Here's Allen. There's the Penn State man. It's Chris Godwin. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. That's good for a Buccaneer first, a pickup of 12 yards.
First down, Tampa Bay.
5 boys.
Watch the curls. 52's the mic.
Half. Hey, seam 6.
On first down, Allen. This is Miller, complete. And he gets us down inside the 35 before going out of bounds.
Out of bounds at the 33-yard line.
That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. To the air, Allen. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Jalen Ramsey. They are in an interception mood on defense. Had 2 nice interceptions a week ago. Now 2 here in the first half.
Yeah, we call it ball hawking. And the only way to truly be good ball hawks is not guessing. It's not just simply anticipation. It's study and understanding what they like to do and beating them to the spot and creating big plays.
Well, they're watching the film, and it's working. This is caught inside the 15. Now the Vikings will use the second of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go before halftime. A real field flipper there, as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone.
Hey, look, Delta.
They'll look to throw here. And this is going to be intercepted. Able to get there and pick it. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Well, that's 3 picks he's now thrown in this game.
And I know this, the holiday season, because here we are in December.
Of giving.
Right, it is the season of giving. Maybe for his own sake after the game, he may have to announce that he's donating certain amounts to charity for each interception that he threw.
And he'll just push his way forward for a few as the clock will run. A gain of 3, second down.
What's the old expression, 3 yards in a cloud of dust? In this case, it's dust-covered pellets. It's no longer that old grass that we used to play on, right, and chew it up. Now we've got that artificial surface. You see the pellets go up. Still a nice play by the defense.
Now 2nd and 7 from the 23. A final shot before half for Allen. Incomplete. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we'll send you down to Orlando, we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This will be taken about the 12. And he'll take this across the 25. Couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never wanted to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them. Back to throw here. He's got a man. That's caught. Left sideline. It's a gain of 16, and the Vikings have the first down as well.
In today's football, where receivers break tackles, make people miss, get upfield for the extra yardage, when you see a play like that where it's caught and he's dropped on the spot, that's a big-time play by the defense.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. Looking left side, he's got it. Complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. It's a gain of 11 as the Vikings pick up the first. So from Buccaneer territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 47.
Mike is 59. Mike to 59. Set the tone, defense. Set the tone, defense. Go! 59's Mike. 59's Mike. Check, check. Exit. Yo, 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 yo. Hot, hot.
He'll look to throw. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off around the 37. And his guys are going to get the football at the 37-yard line. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. They'll start on the ground with Hines. And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41.
Third quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
2nd and 6 at the 41-yard line.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6.
Hey, we got to get this stop here, D. Shift! Watch the shift! Shift!
They run again with Hines. And for one of the first times all night, he is going to go nowhere as they bury him behind the line. It's a loss of 4. Now 3rd down.
Back two. Come to my work. We want it. Come to my work. Alert. Hey, Delta.
Throwing is Allen on third. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on third down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. Third down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily when you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
So one quick, easy analysis about why they've struggled so far. They keep putting themselves in third and long situations. They just took another sack right there.
And the offensive film session tomorrow may be a little longer than it normally is.
Not a lot of positive grades will be handed out thus far.
Now on third and long, they'll look to throw. He's going to go for a big play downfield. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. They give him a gain of 38. Obviously, they're not where they want to be right now on the scoreboard. Big plays like that, though, that'll trend them in the right direction.
Yeah, a few more like that, they'll be right back in the game. And if they can continue to do that, maybe they'll inspire their defense as well. They'll get a few stops.
So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10.
Here I come again. Here I come again. Here I come again. Check three. Check three.
He'll look to throw. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on 1st down, but he couldn't reel it in.
Brandon, at least there's one bright side to that incompletion.
What's that?
It wasn't an interception.
Wow. You're a nice guy. That was kind of savage. But correct. No pick, just incomplete that time. Going up top. Touchdown, Vikings. In for the score. As they're now just an extra point away from getting back within one score. That's the score you felt they had to have here in the third quarter to get back in this game.
And you know that there was an emphasis on their side. Hey, we know this. We know where we are. But sometimes that binds you up so much that you try too hard, you don't get the score. A perfect combination of urgency, yet relaxed enough to get it done.
So the lead trimmed down to 8 as here comes the kickoff, and it's away. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. Certainly want to avoid what they had to do last possession. That was punt the football, because this game's starting to tighten up.
In a basketball sense, you think about taking a little bit of the air out of the ball, right? Maybe milk some clock, limit the possessions. In this case, they might want to do the same thing, but control the game offensively. Put together some first downs, put together a drive, and keep it away from them.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
Get ready. Get ready.
Here's Hines. And able to get a couple as he's across the 40 to the 41.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
Derrick Henry. And there is nowhere for him to cut back as he's taken down in the backfield. They'll wind up losing 3. And now it's 3rd down. And now the Vikings are going to stop it here on defense with a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn 1 here in this 3rd quarter. On 3rd down, Hines, and he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. It's a loss of a full 3 yards, and it brings up 4th down. Here comes the Buccaneers punter now. And we return, welcoming you back to Minneapolis as we are just about set to go here in quarter number 4. And that one hits at the 7, but bounds into the end zone, and that'll be a touchback.
At their own 20-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. Last time they were out here, they had the benefit of good field position, led to a touchdown. This time, they're going to have to work for it.
They are, but with that last drive that culminated in a touchdown, I think they carry that confidence into this one. It doesn't matter where you start with the football now. They have to feel great about their opportunity.
And they're able to swarm him behind the line, and his rough night continues. Another carry, same story. 4th quarter, and he is in red numbers right now with a running game.
Hard to believe because you figure at some point you break off a run. But in this case, what we're seeing is just pure domination by the defense. I think
nowhere to escape, and he goes down. The Vikings on 3rd down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This will be 3rd and a mile.
Check. 132 fight. Go. I got him. Bravo!
They'll drop to throw. And this turns into disaster. He's not going to get forward progress. That'll be a safety. So that a double whammy. Not only do you have to give away the football, but the 2 points, that means this is now a 2-score game.
Yeah, and that's tough to deal with, isn't it? This little time left. Those 2 points doesn't seem like a lot, but it means everything now. Those are going to be the ones we're going to look back on. Those 2 points right there, the play of the game.
Charles, you'd said the magic number was probably right around 20 for this defense because they're facing one of the top 5 offenses in the league in terms of points scored. They've had their moments, but this offense just a little too good, isn't it?
They really are, because no matter what you do to make an adjustment on defense, they've had an answer for it.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. Now, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
First down, Buccaneers.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. They stay on the ground. Again, it's Hines. And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39. Offensively with the lead, you want to run the ball, keep the clock going, but you also want to still kind of be in attack mode too, right? So how do you do that and not come back on your heels?
And I think about all the practices we've watched where they have that tempo period to go over things just like this, where they describe the scenario, tell you what they're looking for, and make sure that they're still attacking, yet at the same time not going so fast as to leave too much time on the clock.
First down, Tampa Bay there, a gain of 13. Well, probably the only thing he did wrong there was go out of bounds, nursing this 4th quarter lead. You want to stay in, eat the clock.
Yeah, you got to love the effort, the catch, the extra yardage, but you got to know the situation. Stay in bounds, young man.
On first down, it's Hines. Up from the secondary to make the tackle, Jalen Ramsey.
Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they won't put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
Clock continuing to run. They'll probably wind this all the way before snapping it on second down. They'll keep it on the ground. Hines. 4 yards on the pickup there as it'll leave them with a third and about 4 more for a first. The recipe's pretty simple, I think, right? You just give your superstar the ball, continue to feed him.
Yeah, don't overthink this one, right? Make sure he's touching the football, but you're also counting on his intelligence in playing the game as well. If it's not there, don't force the run. Just make sure you hang on to the football and keep the clock ticking.
Watch twitch.
On third down, it's Hines.
You ain't doing nothing today.
And he's able to get it to the 33. Good enough for a first down. Bit of a surprise. They ran it on third and medium. Proved to be the right call. 1st and 10.
First down, Tampa Bay.
Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10.
Every day, any day. Check, check. Fresno, Fresno, Fresno.
Two minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Buccaneer football as we welcome you back. And you'd have to figure they're just looking to burn these final 2 minutes away and get out of here with a victory. They'll run on first down. Hines, he's got a first down and much more inside the 20. That good for 22 and a first down.
He's still rumbling, isn't he? Still looking fresh in this one despite the heavy workload. But you and I both know, well-conditioned, and he did tell us that he thrives on being at his peak late in ball games.
52 right here. 52. Go. Go. Check. 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 Hey, check 24. Check 24. Back, back, back. Hey, check 24. Watch 24. Check the backer, check the backer.
On first down, it's Henry. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down. Able to stay in bounds, so the clock keeps rolling. And this defense right now backed up in the red zone. Another touchdown, it's over. They've got to stand tall quickly.
Been in this spot before. Now there's a little bit of desperation creeping in. And all you're doing when you're talking to your defensive teammates is, first guy there, hold him up. Second, third guy in, rake at the football. Get it out. We've got to create a turnover because one more score, and this game's over.
52's the mic right here, over there, right? 52's the mic.
They'll try the left side. It's Hines. And, he's going to be brought down by the face mask. Here come the flags. This is going to get them a first down. They're down here in the 4th, and that personal foul penalty is not going to help.
No, in these types of situations, players will tell you that's extra intensity. From where we sit, it's actually frustration. Not a good play.
So the ball's moved to about the 1 after the penalty, 1st and goal. They'll try to run with Hines, and he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Nyheim Hines taking it in as the Buccaneers tack on to their lead. And he takes off with it. It's a fake. And he gets in. Well, no one was expecting a fake there, but they add 2 more onto their lead. Now after the touchdown, here's Gonzalez on to kick it away. This is taken near the 13. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30.
At their own 32-yard line.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride.
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing second and a bundle.
Switch it, switch it, switch it.
Give to Cook out of the gun. It's a gain of 7 on the carry, but they'll need to double that here. It's 3rd and 14. The Bucs going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game.
Check 25, check 25. Hayward. Yes. Ready.
He'll drop to throw. He's going to let it fly. And that's caught inside the 35. And they finally do get him, but not before he reaches the 27. A big play there for Minnesota. 45 yards. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Now a run with Cook. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. And whistles, and they take their final timeout with 7 seconds left.
Brings up 2nd and 7 at the Buccaneers' 24-yard line.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. A 10th carry in the game for Cook. And it's been like this all night long. Nowhere to run as they stop him behind the line. And we will get a timeout with 2 ticks left. Now the Vikings will send out the special teams crew here for a field goal try. From the left hash, it's a 42-yard attempt. And the kick here is good, so add 3 to the total, but they're still coming up well short, and that is how this one comes to an end. Well, this one provided some good drama down to the very end. That last kickoff return, for a moment thought he might break it, but in the end, they get the tackle and stop the drama.
You were starting to have more fun, weren't you?
Well, I was starting to stand up.
Yeah, you were into that one. Who knew? We thought maybe they might get that miracle finish that they were looking for. Didn't quite get it done.
So for the Bucs, the streak lives as they move to 13-0 now on the year. And they'll get another road date next week.